what's up? Welcome to the final episode of season 1 for
The Truth Sucks.
The Truth Sucks, because in reality sometimes the truth does suck and you need somebody to tell you that. And we are the guys to tell you that. I'm your host, Brian.
And I'm with... come on.
This is my host, Matthew. Please excuse him. It's the last episode. We've been doing it a lot, but we're still trying to figure it out. Again, season 1. But today we have some very interesting topics to talk about. I think the first one, I'm pretty excited about the first one because I think this should be an easy one just because the scenario for me, it's like there's no really...
Yeah, but
we'll see, because there's no other way to put it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. Before we get this episode started, guys, we do want to give you guys a warning that we are in no way, shape, or form qualified to do any of this. We are not certified professionals. We do not have any training in this. Any piece of advice that we give is based on our own personal opinions, our own personal beliefs. So, yeah, any piece of advice that you do hear from us today or in any of our other episodes, just please take it with a grain of salt because, again, we are not certified or authorized or, what's the last word I'm looking for? Certified, authorized, or... Qualified to do. So again, take it with a grain of salt, and let's get started with the first scenario here, which I think is pretty interesting, but we'll see. The title is "How long before I tell my friends that they're being cheated on?" Now that's what I call juicy subject, I guess. Okay. Okay, so it goes. So let me preface this by I had no idea until Saturday, and I'm not the one cheating. In this, I find it disgusting. I went on a day trip to a city with my friend. I met her and she stared at my friend Garrett of many years, about 4 to 5 years ago, just as we graduated high school. I'll leave up the name again. He works over the road and is currently states away. Well, I asked him if it was cool if she came with, and he said, yeah, it's no big deal. I'm one of those people that everyone tells things to. I don't know why. But within 10 minutes of our trip, my friend asked me if she could tell me a secret. And saying yes, she goes, she's been telling me about how she's been seeing and effing our close friend since high school, Kyle, for the past 3 years. Like total double life relationship. Kyle has a girlfriend and I'm not close with, but still talk to and respect. And a baby that he lives with.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, the title is pretty juicy. She told me all the details about the emotional absence and give all the excuses she can. I stayed cordial and let her vent, but I told her I won't hide it and he needs to know. Well, now she told Kyle, and I know, and he's trying to guilt trip me by saying he's going to lose his kid, commit suicide, lose his job, and the love of his life over this if I say anything. I told him he needs to tell her or I will. He said he would. Well, he texted me saying that by the end of the year that he was going to tell her, and I think that that's way too long, but I'm not sure how long I should wait. My friend outside of the group said 1 week, as in the next Saturday, but I'm just not sure.
First of all, so both of you guys are cheating. Screw both of you guys, especially the one that has a kid.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you said his name, Mary. Oh,
nah, good. I'll bleep it out. Don't worry about it.
It's like, man, you have a kid, you have a whole life set, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna let your temptation and screw up everything. And
then this is gonna cry about it. I'm gonna kill myself if you say anything. Well, you should have done it in the first place. What are you talking about? You're talking about you're trying to guilt trip somebody, bro. Maybe don't do it in the first place, and you won't be pushed to that.
And now he's trying to pretend like he's gonna tell them by the end of the year. That's not gonna happen.
You wouldn't tell her.
Yeah, because if he's gonna wait all the way to the last day of the year, he's not gonna do it. He's just gonna keep on extending it.
I think he told her that in hopes that like she'll be like okay, and then she'll forget about it. You get me? But it's like, no, that's too much.
That's messed up. I mean, now you're gonna live with like, how you gonna tell your kid that you did this and all of that? And
that's what he gets, bro. Karma.
How you gonna lose your job? That makes no sense. Why are you gonna?
That's what I'm saying. He's just talking BS. He's trying to guilt trip her. That's exactly what she said he's trying to do. And she knows it too. That's why she said it.
If it was me, I would have said it the exact same day I found out.
Yeah, I would have too.
Because why are you gonna wait? And that's messed up. How he's living. He's trying to provide for the girlfriend and him, living state away and working. Yeah, this is what she's doing behind his back.
Yep. Bro, I think that dude deserves everything that's coming to him. If the person he's living with currently leaves him and he loses his kid, bro, that's deserved. You deserve that because you put yourself in that situation. And then the truth always comes back to bite you. Someone's always gonna find out. And like they said, there's this famous phrase I heard once. It's like the only way to keep a secret between two persons a secret, one person has to kill the other one.
Yeah, but
because if there's two people in a secret, somebody's gonna say something. Whether if it's in a drunken state, a guilty state, whatever it is, it's always gonna come out.
Yeah, you're always gonna remember it. It's gonna kill you for the rest of it.
Yeah, secrets don't stay secrets.
Hey, your subconscious mind is gonna mess with your head until it comes out.
Especially with the fact that that's like what happened with the girl because she told her friend because she's like, oh, he has a kid, all this. Like, I mean, that's what you get, bro. You messed up. That dude messed up because
exactly. You could have been sure to be like, you know what? I don't want anything anymore. We're gonna break up, and then you go.
Well, he should have done it in the first place, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but if he really wanted it goes back to like the other conversation we had in another episode. It's like if you're really gonna mess with other people, might as well just end it straight up. Be like, I don't feel nothing, and then go with somebody else.
Don't put it all in jeopardy. Then cry about it when you're gonna get caught through it.
Hopefully he gets caught. I mean, it's gonna get caught because I mean,
like I said, the truth comes back to bite you. Yeah. Right. But the truth always comes full circle, and as far as like what the poster is asking, like what should she do? Tell them right away.
Right away, exactly.
Especially if you are like, when it comes to friends. If they're really your good friends, you're gonna tell them
even no matter how hard it is. Yeah.
Because, like we say in our podcast, the truth sucks. But the true friends are the ones that are gonna tell you, knowing that it does suck, and knowing that it's gonna hurt you. Because in the long run, they're trying to protect you. They would rather hurt you in the moment than to see you suffer in the long run. Yeah. So the fact that, like you're willing to just. Like what is it like release all this information, you're a good friend. And we should all hope and thrive to have friends like that because those friends don't come around often.
No, especially nowadays
no,
this generation is all messed up.
Nowadays these kids are all like, bro, keep doing it, I won't say nothing. But it's like the true friends, those that really care about you will tell you. And I mean, I wouldn't wait a week. I would tell them right away. Just because.
Or after, wherever the heck they're going. She said, I think she told them in the car or whatever. So then once you guys stop and then you guys.
Yeah, I would tell them.
Yeah.
Because it's like at this point, like
At this point, you're hurting everybody in the party.
Yeah.
The one with the baby, the one with the baby mama.
Yeah, you're hurting everybody.
You're hurting the other girl, and you're hurting the guy that's working out of state.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would just tell them right away. ASAP. As soon as possible.
ASAP, no Rocky.
As soon as possible, and then, you know what? Let the dude deal with his issues.
Exactly. I think he's, not to say anything about like committing suicide or anything like that, but I think he's bluffing. I think he's just saying that so she could like.
He's trying to guilt trip.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, I would tell my friend because as far as friendships go, I am one of those people that like, bro, if I know something, I'm going to tell you because like, you deserve to be happy and you don't deserve to be
Imagine
suffering.
there's a plot twist and the guy's, I already know already. The guy that's working out of state, that would be crazy. Well, no, it's the out of state one with the girl.
The one that doesn't know is the
out of state guy.
No. He knows. It's the
No, the out of state guy doesn't know because he's working out of state. He has no idea.
No. There's a guy. The out of state guy is the one that's cheating.
No, the girl is the one that's cheating. With the guy.
But they're all friends. That's why.
That's why. So the girl has a boyfriend that's working out of state.
Read again.
Watch. I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. She said whatever. Dang it.
I'll bleep
Blank works over the road and is currently states away, right? That's the one that's with the girl.
Uh-huh.
Well, I asked him if it's cool if she came. See, he's asking if his girlfriend could come with her.
Oh, so the girlfriend's cheating on her boyfriend with some other guy that has a baby mama.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, they both deserve what comes to them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
That's crazy though. Like, how
Tell your
people,
friends right away. You're a good friend. There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
wonder if like it's a plot twist. Like, oh, I already knew that. I'm cool with it. Imagine that'd be crazy.
Well, if that is you better. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, but I mean that's like a 0.00000.
Yeah, that's the low chance.
Yeah.
But tell your friend. That's a good friend. I would want friends like that.
Yeah. And it's better to like the truth happen now than like years later, and then they're like married already, and then like.
So, final advice.
Tell them
your
ASAP.
friends. Tell them. Expose them all. And just watch as their lives burn for doing what they did to each other.
So who is she? Not, I want to say baby, but like who is she be there for? The guy that's out of state? Because the girl and the guy are wrong.
Because she's friends
And
with
the
the
baby
girl
mama.
and the guy out of state.
So the baby mama and the guy have to look out for.
Look, you're helping out more lives, I think.
Yep.
You're not ruining. You're ruining the people's lives that deserve to get ruined, not anybody
See,
else's.
then that goes back to our other scenario we had. Do all people deserve somebody? They're like, there's people out there that cheat and like.
They do deserve
that.
each other because they're douchebags.
But then it goes back to saying like what I always say, that it comes full circle. So they're gonna cheat on each other if they do end up getting like together.
Then that's
for
what they
real.
deserve.
No, but I feel like the people like that who cheat on and all that stuff, they don't deserve.
They deserve to get hurt the same way they hurt each other. They hurt
Exactly,
other people.
but
That's what I'm saying.
They don't deserve.
They deserve each other because if they do cheat on each other, that's what they deserve to get. They deserve to get their feelings hurt and all that
I agree.
for being douchebags. But yeah, it's cool. Just tell your friends. It's fine.
ASAP, yeah. Damn.
That wasn't that long. You got that one. You
So the
should
next
zoom in
scenario
because
is
it's like too tiny.
the next area is called "My girlfriend hates when I, 6 years together, bring up the past examples of mistakes she makes, but I feel like it's necessary to show that there's patterns that's not improving. What should I do? That
Girlfriend is 26 and he's 28. This is one of those real controversial ones. But let's go for it.
Immediately, there are quite a few of those issues that have been long-standing, but some have improved over time. Some are more serious than others, but there's other common themes. She doesn't like to talk about relationship issues. She often lashes out during any sort of serious relationship conversation, even if I'm calm. But she really doesn't like being reminded of mistakes she's made in the past. On one hand, I can empathize with that. Who wants to be reminded of their mistakes?
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't understand how I can talk about these issues without establishing there is a persistent pattern. She would prefer if I only mentioned the mistake that's happening in that instant. But in the past, I feel like it's what led to only addressing what's happening in the moment, which ends up meaning the pattern of behavior never gets solved. It just gets slightly altered and then it happens again in a similar way. I think that people are able to change their behaviors if they are aware of the patterns, but she seems to be in the "this is just the way I am" school of thought. I come to realize I'm trying to get her to change things. While she's not invested in changing herself in a big roadblock in our relationship, I'm also stuck between maybe we're too different and relationships take work and compromise. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just what is it?
So you go first because I have a lot to say for.
Bro, this dude has a typical guy train of thought.
What do you mean?
He has that like hearing him talk, he has that thought like, I'm just gonna put your mistakes in your face and you're gonna change.
Exactly.
That's a typical guy. That's like, as a dude, that's a typical way of thinking. Like, oh, if I just lay out your mistakes, you're gonna fix them because I'm telling you exactly what's wrong and you're gonna fix them. But
yeah,
bro,
it's like they say, the past is meant to be in the past. Like you told me, right?
Bro, I bet you he's I think he's an archaeologist. You know why? Because he likes to dig up the past.
But it's like you told me, right? Like after like the breakup, it's like you have two choices. You either have the what's it called? You have your windshield, right? That's what it's called. Or you have
the rear view.
Yeah.
If your windshield's bigger than your rear view, so you should focus on what's ahead, not behind.
So you gotta stop focusing on what she did in the past. If the past is the past, you can't change what she did back there. But don't get me wrong, like if she's not changing, then yeah, it's cool addressing it, but addressing it in a way where you don't bring up her past mistakes.
Because like if the roles were reversed, you would hate your past.
Exactly.
Like forget gender, forget anything. Nobody likes to be
Reminded
about what they did wrong constantly, you know?
Yeah, because something you did a year ago, you probably changed now, or something 2 years ago is not the same. But in his case, he's saying that she's never changed, but that still doesn't give you a right to bring up past mistakes.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, nobody likes to be reminded of constantly, and it sounds like you're doing that constantly. If you do have big issues with it, instead of because people rarely change.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare for people to actually change 100%.
Yeah, because they say it, but they don't take the time to like.
Even drug addicts, like, yeah, they might be sober, but that doesn't mean if it were to happen, they can't come back in. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But
I think the problem is you, man.
Get in the shot. You're too far out of the shot.
The problem is you, man. I feel like you need to let go. It depends.
No, okay. There's no. I don't think either of them at fault because.
No, yeah, but I feel like if you're going way too far in the past, then that's on you. Like that's a problem that you have. Like you're just gonna, no matter what, you're just gonna keep on bringing up.
No, but what I'm saying is like, I don't blame him. I don't blame her. Like, she's doing her. You're doing you. You just don't like what she's doing. So in that scenario, as we tell a lot of people, bro, there's too many things you don't like. Like, why are you still with this person?
Exactly, that's what you said. Maybe we're too different. Exactly, that's the way you think. Then, I mean, you gotta make.
At this point, you already know that you're not meant for each other because you don't like what she's doing.
See, but I think the reason why he's hesitating, because 6 years.
It doesn't matter.
No, I mean, I get why he's like, oh, well, what if?
Oh, so much time invested.
Exactly.
But
if you guys were two different people, it would have lasted 6 years together.
But what I'm saying is no. But excuse me. But you gotta kind of think about the what is it? The timeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 years together, right? They got together when they were in their early 20s. She was just 20 and he was 22,
mm-hmm.
right? So then what that tells me is you guys still hadn't developed into the adults you were, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like by now she's the person she's gonna be for the rest of her life. So it's like, I don't care how long you've been with her, like, you already know this is the person she's gonna be, and you can't change that. It's impossible.
Exactly.
And even if she tries, she's not gonna change fully. You know.
Well, if I was in a situation, I think it goes back to the conversation. Like, dude, have a real talk, sit down, like actual communication. Not
but
just,
this is what I'm telling you. That's who she is.
Yeah.
He can't change her. Even a talk's not gonna change, because then it sounds like it's just gonna lead to an ultimatum at the end.
That's true.
So what I would do is, like, if you don't like the person she is, why are you still with someone you don't like?
Exactly.
You know? So just peace out and bounce, honestly. Find somebody that, like, you do like. What do you want? Can I help you? Oh, okay. Thanks. Do you want to get in on this, Ruby? You sure? It's a good
pass her the mic.
Yeah, it's a good scenario. Okay, fine, I guess. But yeah, bro, I would leave.
No, honestly. I think you would talk it out. Why? I wouldn't just leave out of nowhere, like.
But she's not gonna change.
Yeah, I get that, but people could always change their behaviors. They could change you could change your habits.
No, a person is, like I'm saying, yeah, you could be a drug addict and you could stop being one, but that doesn't mean you can't fall back into it. You know?
But that doesn't mean but you still change. You still improve one part of your life. You improve,
you don't change.
But I mean, if you build that habit over time, you're gonna not remember the negative that you had.
It's always gonna be there because he's constantly bringing up the past, so it's always gonna be in the back of his mind.
Oh yeah, but if he keeps on bringing it, that's a different story. But she is capable of changing if he stops nagging about like 5 years ago, 2 years ago.
But he won't because he's still doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
he's found too many problems. He's found problems that he can't get over because he keeps bringing it up. You're constantly showing her what she's doing wrong, and she doesn't care. She's still doing it. Just leave. It's pointless. It's pointless to try to fix somebody that doesn't want to be fixed. Especially, and you can't fix nobody, so it doesn't really matter.
I think you can fix people. Then what they get point in psychology if you can't fix people?
No, you can just help them,
exactly,
but you can't fix them.
That's
what I'm saying. He's not a psychologist though, bro. You can't do it. So just leave because you're 28, right? Are you really gonna stay with this person 6 more years and constantly be doing
Nagging,
this and
yeah.
constantly be asking, what should I do? And it's like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I would just move on and try to find somebody that already fits what you want in a person. You know?
But I feel like what he's doing wrong is bringing up the past, like way too. Like if it was like a month ago, a week ago, makes sense.
But then that's what I'm saying. That's who he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if
So
you're,
it's not like if that's a problem to you, and that's obviously a problem to her, then you're not meant to be with that person. I would just move on.
but I feel like he says that he feels like it's necessary to show that there's. But I don't feel like you need to show anything. If they're willing to see it, then they would change it by
because
themselves.
like they said, what is it like, bro? Nobody likes to be shown all the time, constantly what they're doing wrong. And if the roles were reversed, you'd hate that too. Oh, let it go, drop it. Like, but it's like, I would just, because like as a guy, your thinking is, if I show you what's wrong, you'll change it because I've laid it out.
That's not all the. Yeah, but that's not how it always works all the time. Because as obviously seen, it backfires.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you could agree that is like a guy's way of thinking that like,
oh yeah,
I'll show like, even if like when people come to like guys for advice, our natural instinct is to figure out what the problem is and then give you a bunch of solutions to the problems instead of just listening, you know? So it's like that. Like you're giving her all her problems and telling her fix it, but she doesn't want to. So it's like you're wasting your time and energy. So I would just leave.
Yeah, I feel like leaving would be the best for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Only because I'm pretty sure she's not gonna she doesn't want to be with somebody who's always nagging about what she does wrong.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to be with somebody who's always.
He doesn't want to have to be nagging to somebody about something.
So I feel like even though it's been 6 years, it's
cut
best.
Your losses. Just cut your losses, bro. Honestly, that's our final thing. Our final piece of advice, bro. Just cut your losses because at the end of the day, you're gonna be suffering over dumb stuff like this, and it's not worth it. All right, we'll get to our
last scenario of season one.
Today of season 1. This is a good season. I think so. Aside from our what is it?
What?
Our apprehensiveness in the first episode, we kind of got the flow of it, but we'll see how the if we continue. I think we will, but let's go with the last scenario, guys. It's titled, I made my boyfriend insecure because I asked him what his budget price is for an engagement ring. Today, me, a 24-year-old female, and my boyfriend, a 25-year-old male, we're talking about our future engagement. I asked him how much his budget is for an engagement ring. I was honestly curious, to which he said around $1,000 to $1,500. Isn't that typical like young person thing talking about, when are we getting kids? But I mean, they're 25, whatever. I said, okay, yeah, but he read my answer as if he was not satisfied with the budget for an engagement ring. He asked again, is that too cheap for a ring? And I replied, it's fine. I could even go for a $300 to $1,000 budget. I was not intentionally acting passive, and I was just suggesting he could go lower than that. After I said that, he started getting upset at me and felt more insecure. I reassured him that I was just trying to suggest a lower budget because I'm not really a materialistic person, and I was just interested about his budget point. We'll get to that. I also apologized for my answer seeming passive and clarified it was really not looking down on his budget or find his budget cheap. He still feels insecure and he says he feels like a bad boyfriend because of what I said. He thinks internally if the budget he came up with was pretty cheap, as a man he feels self-critical now that I have mentioned the financial aspect of buying an engagement ring. Since I'm a very anxious person, I worry that he might think I am demanding or that I might think I won't marry him because of a ring. Look. Hearing her, my ego went, ugh.
Why? What?
Okay. First, she says she's not a materialistic person. So why even ask? Don't even ask. Just
because like she said, she wanted it to be lower than what he thinks he should do for her.
But what I'm saying is like, okay, let me finish my point. Right? if you're not a materialistic person, don't worry about how much it's gonna cost. Don't worry about anything, because he's gonna get you what you want. You're gonna like it anyways. So first off, you shouldn't have even asked, because why do you care? Because you're gonna take whatever he gives you, right? And then the fact that when he gave you a price and you kind of answered in the way you answered, like you hurt his ego already, because he thinks what I have to offer isn't good enough, right? And then for you to suggest an even lower price, you probably didn't mean it like with bad intentions, but it came across as like, this is what I see that you're worth.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Like,
She's saying, oh, this is what we could afford.
yeah, she's basically saying like, the tone. This is like, I'm gonna give you the exact tone I feel like she gave. So you're the dude, right? So how much are you willing to pay for a ring?
What do you say, like 1,000 to 1,500?
Yeah, like 1,500. Oh, okay. And he'd be like, what do you mean, okay? And then she'll be like, well, I mean, if you wanted to, you could go down to 300 to 1,000. It's like, you see, you made him feel bad about what he said, and then you hit him with the.
You made it worse.
Bro, you're cheaper than that. Go 300, because I know you can't afford 1,000 to 1,500. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what, because and then he got upset. So I'm assuming that's what she did. You even if you didn't do it like knowingly and intentionally, you really hurt his ego by saying that, like really bad. You damaged the dude, honestly, because now he's thinking to himself, damn, am I cheap? Am I like, do I not have that kind of money? You get me?
Is that really her thing, or is that really his ego talking? Because
I did. I just said it's his ego.
Exactly. So that's more of a him than on her, because
but that's what I'm saying. Getting to my point, it's not her fault, because like I'm saying, it sounds like she did it unknowingly. But in his eyes, you criticized me as a man, and you made me feel less of a man, because you think like either I'm poor and you wanted somebody rich. That's why you were like, for the first one, you're like, oh, well, that's fine, right? And then by saying I could get something cheaper, you kind of insulted him as a man by being like, oh, so you think I could only afford 300 to 1,000. You get me?
Yeah, but I feel like for me, I wouldn't. If she would have said you could go lobby. All right, that's cool. And not because I feel like if we're in a relationship, right, and they're gonna get married, I feel like
maybe not anymore.
But I feel like getting to understanding like what both you guys can afford, even if like it isn't hurt my ego.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I get why it hurt his ego, because it makes it seem like he can afford more expensive ring. But I feel like if they're in a relationship, if they both understand where they're at, my ego wouldn't hurt as much as to get insecure and feel like I can't do anything. But I feel like in the meantime, getting a cheaper ring, like what she wanted, it makes sense, because they want to afford something, probably a bigger wedding or something better.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like, I'm seeing it. Okay, you're seeing it from her point of view. Okay, I'll tell you straight up. I'm seeing it from his point of view.
Yeah, I think. But
I'm seeing it as, if it doesn't matter, why even ask me?
Well, because she just wants to get on the same playing field. That's why.
But even if like let's say you are planning a wedding, the cost of the engagement ring never comes into play anyways, because that doesn't have to do with the wedding.
Yeah, I get that, but it still messes.
And it's his money though.
But it still messes with your budget though, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the guys.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. The guy already knows. Okay, if I spend this on a ring, we could save this much. He's already budgeting in his head. He's not done. But hold on, this is what I'm trying to get at. Like, if you're not a materialistic person, right, and you would have been happy with anything he got you, right? What does it matter how much he was gonna pay for it if it didn't matter to you at all? It's like saying, if you've never had shoes, right, and I offer you a pair of shoes and you go, oh, are those Jordans? And you're like, nah, bro, they're like Payless shoes. Oh, I don't want them. Like, you see? Like, what does it care what you're gonna get? You're gonna get something.
Yeah, but I feel like all she was trying to do is to get like the same understanding, like where they're at. Or she wanted to say that like we don't need an expensive wedding ring or whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what she basically did, but she hurt him more. But that's what I'm saying. what does him buying an engagement ring have to do with anything? Because that, like I said, an engagement ring never comes into the budget when it comes to the
all
wedding.
I'm saying is, like, she was just trying to understand where.
I know what she was trying to do, but she heard him.
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like at some point we all have to let go of, like, but this is like besides like that scenario. Yeah, it's like we all have to let go of our pride and ego if we really want to, like.
But if we're, I don't want to get into the deeper.
Yeah.
But
I feel like she didn't do anything wrong. Like we both said, like she didn't do anything wrong, but it came off like if it was.
She didn't do anything wrong because obviously she was curious.
Yeah.
Right, but you did something wrong in the fact that you let your curiosity put so much attention to something that doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Because if the ring size didn't matter, if the ring didn't matter, if all of that didn't matter, then the price that he was gonna waste on it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So why even bring it up if it doesn't matter?
That's what I'm saying. Like the only thing I'm saying is she just wanted to get an understanding. Like she just wanted to see where he was coming from.
But then that's what you're seeing. But I'm seeing, okay, but what do you need an understanding about if it doesn't matter?
Because what if at that point they can't afford, like, I'm not saying 1,000 to 1,500, but more. What if she thought he was gonna go for like the most expensive ring and she didn't want that? What if she just wanted something that's like gonna save them money in the long run?
But that shouldn't matter to her because that's not her money. That's his.
Yeah, but Tank is
no, okay. If they're not married.
Yeah.
They're just a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Anything he spends, anything he makes, anything she makes, that's their individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not yet in a position to be like,
yeah, I get you.
my money matters. So whatever he spends, that shouldn't concern you because that's his money to spend. He could spend it however he wants, how much he wants. It doesn't matter. So that's why I'm saying, at this moment, why are you even asking if it doesn't matter? If he would have gotten you a bigger one, a smaller one, a medium one, whatever, this, you obviously said you didn't care. So if you didn't care, why would the question even arise?
Yeah. So if it doesn't matter what position they are right now, so then why would it hurt his ego if he knows that at this point in time we're not gonna be married or get engaged?
No, I know, because it hurts his ego because you made him feel like at this moment you don't think he's worth being with because he's cheap.
But what if he doesn't make it big time and she still stays with the 300 to 1,000? How would that affect him then?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're kind of putting the idea of the future that I'm not good enough.
No, but I think if
because when you're talking about engagement, what are you talking about?
Future.
The future. So in his mind, you basically said, I'm nothing because you think I'm not going to be able to give you a good future because I can't afford something expensive.
Not really, because for me, if she would have said, "Oh, what if we get cheaper?" I wouldn't get hurt, but I wouldn't really care.
No, but when they're talking about kids, the future, everything.
Yeah, but you don't always have to go, like she said, you don't have to always have to be the glamorous material thing. So I wouldn't.
I know, but so then why does it matter? Why do you even ask?
For me, I feel like I wouldn't get mad because she was just, or get insecure or feel bad because she was just trying to, in my eyes, she was trying to get a greater understanding.
So okay, so if you ask me, what do you want for your birthday, right? And then I go, how much are you gonna spend? Like, I'm worried about the money, right? Whereas suppose I could just tell you, dude, just give me whatever you want. I don't care. Like, why is it, like, if it doesn't matter to me what I get, I'm going to say, I don't care what it costs, bro. Just do whatever you want. You give me something worth $1, I wouldn't care. Because I'm not materialistic. For her to say, I'm not materialistic, but I want to know how much you're going to spend. You kind of are materialistic because you're asking about, okay, let me kind of see what I could get.
Not really, because then it goes back to what you said. It was her curiosity that got to her. It's not really
that's what I'm saying.
Her being materialistic.
If for her, but that's what I'm saying. What is it? She contradicts herself.
Yeah, but
if you're not materialistic, nothing of money should matter. Nothing. No. Even if you're just curious, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but what if she was just trying to save money or save him some money? I wouldn't have been.
But what does she care? That's what I'm saying. But now you're delving into money. That's materialistic.
Well, because obviously he got mad over money, though.
I know he's materialistic,
Yeah,
but she claims she's not. So what does it matter about his money?
because she wants him to save, not anything about material. She just wants him to save money because she doesn't.
But that when you talk about money, you're talking about materialistic things. That's
Yeah,
that's what
but-
you don't get. It's like that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to save him money, it's because I'm thinking about instead of spending it on this, he could probably spend it on this.
Not
but it's
really.
like, what does it matter to you?
She could probably think, okay, I don't want to spend the money on this, probably because we need to save money for something
But
else.
that's what I'm saying. You just said what I just said. What does it matter
No, but
to you?
what I'm thinking is like, what if she's trying to save up for like a house or something together? So why are you gonna spend
$1,500 is not gonna make a difference in a house.
we think for us, but we don't know their position. So how are we gonna?
But if he's willing to spend $1,500, that means it's what is it? That's the disposable thing he can get rid of and get back easily. So it's like it's not something he could get rid of and be like, I can't get it back. He's gonna get it back, so he doesn't mind it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When it comes to when you ask about money, even though you say you're not materialistic, the money makes it materialistic because it's like the question will pop up. Why does it matter how much it is? That's what I would have like if somebody like if we're talking, right? Like if somebody's talking to me, right, and I go, I'm gonna buy you this. Oh, how much does it cost? I'd be like, why does it matter how much it costs? Are you gonna take it? Mm-hmm. And then, well, it depends. Like, what do you mean it depends? Like, bro, are you gonna take it? Yes or no?
Yeah, but she didn't do that. She went lower, so it's a whole different
That's
thing.
why you hurt him even more by going.
I feel like there's something. No, I don't. For me,
You got to think about. Okay, I know you don't want to think about it like that, but think about your ego.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it for me. It wouldn't really hurt my ego because you're saving me money in the long run, so I wouldn't really care.
But you get what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get.
He obviously has a fragile ego.
Yeah. But I feel like if she's saying like, she says she probably did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong.
She did something wrong, but not intentionally, which is why I could forgive it because she didn't think she was. That's fine. But if she would have done it like on purpose, then that's the problem. It's not a problem because you didn't know what you did. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to get it across to her to understand that like, so you did do something wrong, but I know you didn't mean it. But to him, he doesn't see it that way. Yeah. He sees it as like you just attacked me as a man and like my masculinity.
And then see that's more of a masculinity thing than. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. She didn't do anything wrong. Because, like I said, she was curious.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have to understand why he thinks he did something
so
wrong.
then that's more of a him thing than a her thing.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. It's not. I'm not saying that.
Let's answer her first part of the question. She says, should she be worried that he might think that she's demanding?
Yes.
No.
I think
no, because if he would have went higher, then yes,
not
but
demanding,
she went lower.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you. No,
Yeah. Then her next question is. Or she might think that I want to marry him because of the ring. I want to marry
him because of the ring.
No, I don't think so. Like, see,
I think she should. No, okay. For both of those questions, I don't think we're the people to ask. Yeah. I think he's the one you should ask.
Exactly. But I feel like since you went lower, I don't think so. But if you would have went higher, see, like that's the point because if she would have went higher, right? You would have hurt his ego either way. No matter what, she was stuck in a pickle. It was a lost situation.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm trying to get across. If it didn't matter, then you shouldn't have brought it up in the first place.
But I feel like
because you like you said, either way, whichever way you went, it was gonna be a lose-lose. But like, you get me?
Yeah, but I feel like
I think the thing that ruined it was the fact that she went
like her initial reaction.
Okay, yeah, that's what ruined it because he's all like, what? Like, yeah, I agree with you too. I'll agree with that. If you tell her $1,500 and she goes, oh, you can actually get me like a $300 one. That's fine. Okay, that's cool. But if she goes, oh,
yeah, I get it.
That's where you're like,
that's where you went wrong. Yeah, I think that's where we could both agree where she went wrong.
Because like I said, again, if I went $1,500 and she went, oh, you can get something cheaper, then that's when I want to have a problem with like, oh, okay, like you're letting me save money.
Yeah.
But the fact that she went, oh,
yeah, I agree.
Okay, that's where you're like,
that's what you're
you added that extra element that you probably didn't intentionally mean to add. But you added that element that like you're not good enough, and he's like, "What do you mean?"
That part I agree.
So we both agree. Yeah, that part's what ruined.
Yeah, your initial reactions what spiraled everything to go downhill.
Cause just reading that, okay, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'd be upset too. But okay, any issues that you think would arise because of that situation,
You have to address with them.
ask him.
Yeah.
Because
But I don't think-
he's the only one that's gonna know.
Yeah, but what she's saying is he might think I won't marry her because of the ring. No, I don't think so because you went lower.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We can't answer her questions. We can't answer that because
Yeah.
that's something he would know.
But would you think that make the situation worse? Because she already hurt his ego, right?
No, I would ask him about it.
Yeah, but how long would you wait though? Because she already hurt his ego, so I feel like if she would have,
Give him some time.
Yeah.
Give him like 2 weeks to him to like get over it a bit
Yeah.
and then bring it up. But like,
okay, not bring up the amount, just bring up
no,
like,
just be like, hey yo, can we talk? I just wanted to let you know like I'm a little worried because I
Yeah.
do love you.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like I'm afraid that like because of what I said and I'm sorry, blah blah blah, like that.
Yeah.
You unfortunately you broke his ego, and the only way to like kind of solve it is to feed his ego
To
a bit.
feed or like reassure him like that's
yeah,
not
like
what,
bro,
that's,
it doesn't matter.
yeah.
But yeah, like as far as like you're feeling anxious at that, like I don't know, we can answer that because that's only something he could answer because he'll
Yeah.
know the real answer, you know. But like I said,
Your initial reaction is what.
your initial reaction is what ruined it.
Yeah.
Because no guy ever likes to hear, oh,
Well, you can actually do. Yeah.
okay. No guy ever likes to hear like,
We all because we all instantly know that that's something. Or
yeah,
we think
like
something's
what do you
wrong.
mean? Like yeah. So it's not like, and that's again, as much as we don't say it, that is a little bit of the ego coming.
Yeah.
through. But I think any problems that you're having should be addressed with him and only him because only he knows how you made him feel exactly, and only he knows the way to fix it. And if you really want to know any of those, you're gonna have to go talk to him about it.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a pretty
That's
good one.
good. That's a.
That was a hard one. But yeah, guys, it's gonna end it for season 1,
Oh.
episode 6, right?
Yes, sir.
So
It was a good season 1.
yeah. So if we do expand and start doing another season, we're gonna
Have guests over.
we're gonna try to get guests. We're gonna invite you guys to ask us your relationship questions if you like the way we answer them. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we want to be those truthful friends
Yeah.
that are gonna tell it to you how it is. Because at the end of the day, everybody deserves to know the truth. Even though it does suck at times, you deserve to hear it, and you deserve a friend that will be willing to tell it to you, like that chick was willing to tell her friends that they're being cheated on.
Or we could ask the guest questions too, like what they think about love or a
But
certain situation.
we'll get to that next
Yeah.
year when we get to it. But at the moment, guys, just remember the truth sucks. Sometimes you don't want to hear it. Sometimes people don't want to say it. But in reality, it does suck. And
It was better to hear the truth than the lie.
yeah, I'd always rather hear the truth than lie. So
Yeah.
thanks again, guys, for joining us on The Truth Sucks.
See you next time.
Catch you next time, guys.
Jeez, love hurts, man.